Welcome to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to serve as your facilitator for our session today. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our amazing presenters at any point throughout our session today. Second, your camera and microphone are off, so we cannot see or hear you. Third, this is just one of many different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit that registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this presentation is being recorded. You'll have access to that recording within about a week or so. With that said, I want to introduce our first presenter, Nova Southeastern University.
Great. Thank you so much. So my name is Julia Severance. I am a representative of Nova Southeastern University. Today I'm going to be talking about our private selective research institution here at NSU. So just to get started, we did have a really unique timeline. So we actually started as a doctoral program, moved into our master's, and then we finally opened our doors to the undergraduate level. So although we have 20,000 different students on our campus, only 5,600 of them are actual undergraduate students, which is super interesting because you're not only gonna feel a part of a community here, but you're gonna have really small class sizes that are great for you to have more mentorship opportunities and a lot of other hands-on experience here. So another great perk is that just our diversity. We do have represented from all 50 states and over 100 colleges, and you will have a dedicated career coach to help you throughout your process here at NSU. And again, research is something that we hit on a lot here. So we do have over 225 projects that happen year around. And just lastly, we are highly ranked not only on the Forbes top news, but top America's colleges as well. So we do have over 50 different degree programs. All of them are listed on our website. Definitely make sure you're checking them out because they can be combined for double majors, double minors, concentrations even. So a lot of possibilities for you to have a really diverse portfolio. And just talking a little bit more about resume building, we have one thing here at NSU called Excel units, and that's an opportunity for, again, not to only build your resume, but really have a good understanding and the confidence you need in order to be successful leaving our doors as an undergraduate student. So some of the ways you can do this is study abroad, webinars, internships, and we even, again, just hitting on that research, have so much opportunities, not only here, but at our Oceanographic Center, which is 30 minutes south of us. So we do have a lot to do also on campus. We do have 17 NCAA Division II teams. This is, again, all open to students to have a good time and show their pride here. We don't have a football team. However, we do have a Miami Dolphins partnership where we do give away free tickets to the home games. And we even shuttle students to and from those home games just to ensure the safety of you guys. Again, we do have over 120 different clubs and organizations, including Greek life, hobby-based, career-oriented, and so much more. And our participation rate is so high because our students are so actively engaged and want to make an impression on the community. And you can always start your own club here. It's a very simple process at NSU. And lastly, I just want to hit on some weather. We are really centrally located. We are about 15 minutes from Fort Lauderdale Beach, 1 hour away from the Florida Keys, and 3 hours away from the second happiest place on the planet, NSU being the first, of course, and Disney being the second. Our average temperature is 77, but if you're a Floridian, that's kind of cold. And we do have a lot of community service that consists of beach cleanups because our students will give any excuse to go to the beach during the year. So that pretty much concludes my presentation. I do just want to mention our social media and shout that out real quick. We are constantly updating that information for you guys in order to have a great communication back and forth. We also love featuring students as well. So if you utilize that hashtag or even just add us on our Instagram, we love to showcase you guys and put you on the story. So if you have any questions or need any information, I will put my information down in the chat bar. Please feel free to reach out. Any way is really the best way. And I look forward to working with you more.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Nafis Akbar. I am the admissions associate at Williamson College of the Trades. So today I am going to present to you first. Let me pull up my screen for you all to see. This is just a general overview about what we have to offer, just some general facts about Williamson. The school started in 1888 by Isaiah Vincent Williamson. He was the founder of the institution. This is an opportunity for financially deserving young men. It is an all-male school, a small population of about 270. What you will learn here are a number of different things. It's kind of a twofold opportunity where you're going to learn your skill in trade, as well as obtain your associate's degree. It is a 3-year program, what we would like to call a 1,000-day journey. So coming into this opportunity, it is a no-cost tuition, room, and board opportunity. The average cost is about $100,000 per student, but again, your tuition, room, and board is covered through that. There are some associated fees, clothing, tools, and supplies that you will pay for out of pocket, but that will bear in comparison to what it would cost traditionally at a standard college or university in terms of cost. So that's a great opportunity for you. We offer 5 trade programs. We offer 5 of them. We have carpentry, we have masonry, we have horticulture, landscaping, and turf management. We have machine tool technology, and we have, excuse me, and we have power plant. Power plant is the transfer of energy by comparison to the others. And in the fall of 22, we will be offering a 6th trade, which will be our electrical program that will begin in the fall of 2022. In terms of our student experience, we offer 8 intercollegiate athletic sports. We are part of the NJCA Region 19 conference. It's one of the more competitive junior college conferences in the country, so you will be challenged and you will compete at a high level. We also have a number of different student activities as well that we offer. Just to name a few, we have a newspaper yearbook publication. We have an artisans club if you'd like to sing in the choir. We have a chess club. We do a wing night every Thursday for our students. Due to COVID right now, that is restricted just to our students. Typically, it is for friends and family as well. We will get back to that as things open up. And in addition to that, we are opening a brand new student facility center in the fall of 22 as well. It was a $20 million donation from the Wesley family, very generous donation, given to enhance the student experience for you all. So there will be all types of athletic facilities, student lounges, lobbies, learning centers, and also our future esports will be introduced in this facility as well. We have started a kind of smaller portion of that future esports, but it will be much more enhanced by the time that student activity center comes in to play. So coming into Williamson, it is a little bit different. Not just the fact that it's an all-male school, not just the fact that it's a trade school and you get a trade education in conjunction with that. There are some things that we do a bit differently in terms of our appearance. So our young men are in shirt and tie and slacks in their classrooms, one half of the day, and then the second half of the day they're in their shop. So if you look at the brochure that you see in front of you, you'll kind of see that difference there. You kind of have 2 parts to your day. So it is a bit unique. The reason why you're dressed up is to learn about professionalism early on. We're going to teach you about financial literacy, time management, how to properly study. We're going to also teach you about networking and internships and apprenticeships and things like that from day one. So this isn't something where you're going to get to your last year here at Williamson, you're scrambling and looking for a job. We want to already have that, embedded. So how do we do that? We have a college and career fair every single year for every one of our students. That's our freshmen, our junior, and our seniors, because again, it's a 3-year program. So that college and career fair is your opportunity to talk with different jobs within your trade that you're interested in. And it's going to give you an opportunity to figure out, okay, what do I want to do and where do I want to work? Do I want to be a masonry foreman? Do I want to be a contractor, a subcontractor? Do I want to be a site manager? Whatever it is that you're looking to do, we're going to help you in that regard. So that college and career fair is a great jumpstart. Just to note, we graduate about 75 students a year. If you recall earlier in the conversation, I stated that we only have about 270 students overall. Now, the nice part to that 75 that graduate, there are about 198 job opportunities. So that's almost 2.5 times the amount of jobs to students. So that means that there's going to be opportunities for you in that regard. There's going to be multiple job offers and hiring incentives, multiple bonuses to sign on with companies. And a lot of our students are contracted within their first and second years. So they're not waiting around or, anything like that. They're looking to give you an opportunity straight away. So those are just some of the things that we offer. One thing to note is we do have an age requirement. So you have to be 20 years of age for the year that you enroll. That means you cannot turn 20 before June 1st of the year that you apply. I just wanted to put that out there just so you're aware. If there are questions that you have for me, I'm going to put my information in the chat. So please feel free to reach me anytime between 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. I do appreciate your time. Have a good one.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Autumn Fichter. I am the Associate Director of Admissions here at DeSales University. I'm going to go through my presentation very quickly with you guys. I just want to share a little bit more information about DeSales for those who might not be familiar. So we're located in Center Valley, Pennsylvania, which is right near Allentown and Bethlehem, if you guys are familiar with that area. We're a smaller university with around 1,700 undergraduate students. We have a small average class size, usually around 20 students. A lot of your major specific courses will actually be even smaller than that. I know I at one point had a class with 8 students in it. So your faculty, your professors get to know you very well on a personal level. You get a faculty advisor that follows you throughout your entire time here at DeSales, and their main purpose is to keep you on track to graduate within 4 years. We definitely want to make sure you're taking what you need to be taken when you need to be taking it, and we don't want you here longer than you need to be. If you need any academic help, we have an amazing academic resource center that has peer professional tutors or writing center. Please utilize them. I wish I would have used them sooner, but you're really going to have a personalized experience here with us. And the important thing to note, since we are a smaller school, we don't have any teaching assistants or graduate assistants. All of our classes are taught by our full-time faculty members. As far as the majors that we offer, we have 7 different now divisions here at DeSales that all of our majors fall into, those being business, education, healthcare, nursing, humanities, performing arts, science, math, and computer science, as well as the social sciences. If you're interested in any one of our majors and want to learn more about it, we do have a virtual open house coming up on April 24th. All of our faculty will be presenting live that day, so that's a great way to learn more about the program that you might be interested in. Can't make it on the 24th, definitely either come visit campus or you can go right to this page, desales.edu/open house. All of our past faculty presentations are up there that you can watch on your own time, again, to learn more about the major that you might be interested in. As far as the campus life, we are a pretty suburban campus, so we're kind of secluded, but we do still have plenty to do both on our campus and locally within the Lehigh Valley. We have an amazing campus activities board that runs events every single day here. There's always something for you to do. Over 50 clubs and organizations. If you're into volunteering and service, our students complete many community service hours throughout the year here at DeSales. And then we also have club and intramural sports besides our Division III athletics that you can participate in if you just want to, do it for fun with your friends without competing, at the Division III varsity level. So plenty of different ways for you to get involved on our campus. If you are interested in traveling, once it's safe again to do so, we do encourage every single one of our students to get abroad or even travel nationally at some point during their time here. We offer the traditional study abroad courses. We have hybrid courses, just leisurely spring break trips that you can go on. Every single one of our athletic teams will travel abroad at some point during your 4 years. And then we offer service trips both nationally and internationally. So if you want to travel, we have plenty of different options for you, different time lengths, different costs, everything like that. So lots of opportunities for you to take advantage of. If anyone is interested in being an athlete, we are a part of the Division III, the MAC Freedom Conference. These are all the sports that we offer for both our men's and women's sports. We do also now have esports that you can participate in. If you are interested in playing on any one of our Division III teams, I do recommend at some point in your junior year leading up to your senior year, reaching out to our coaches. You can do that on our athletics website through the Recruit Me form. That'll let them know that you're interested in playing on their team, and they'll get in contact with you. Maybe they'll come out to your high school, watch you play, or they'll invite you onto campus. So definitely make sure you get in touch with our coaches if you are interested in being an athlete at DeSales. Going into your senior year, if you decide you want to apply to us, it's really simple. This is everything we need from you. August 1st is when the application will open up for any juniors that might be with us here. The most important thing that I want to note is that DeSales will be staying fully test optional for fall 2022. So if you're not able to take the SATs, or if you took them and you're not too happy with your scores, we totally understand. You do have the option to apply test optional if you are entering in fall of 2022. As I mentioned, we do have an upcoming open house. This is a great event to attend. To learn a little bit more about DeSales, we will have a live student panel that day speaking, as well as all of our faculty members will be talking about their specific programs and majors that we offer. And DeSales is doing on-campus visits. So if you're local and you're in the area, come check us out. We offer them Monday through Saturday. You can register for them right on our visit page just by going to desales.edu/visit. If you have Instagram, definitely follow us on Instagram. We post a lot of updates on there about applying, visiting, scholarships, and that's my contact information. I will put it in the chat as well. Feel free to email me at any time. If I'm your admissions counselor, I'll get back to you. If not, I'll put you in touch with your own admissions counselor. We're happy to kind of help you navigate through this process. But if anyone has any questions specifically for DeSales or about college in general, definitely go ahead and put them in the Q&A. I'd be happy to answer them for you. All right, thank you all for your time today. I appreciate it.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Bucher, and I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Otterbein University. Otterbein is located just outside of Columbus, Ohio, just a 15 to 20-minute drive outside of Columbus. Here at Otterbein, we are a small private liberal arts institution, and we have an enrollment of about approximately 3,000 students, and that's spread out between our undergraduate and our graduate programs. And speaking of those programs, here at Otterbein, we are super happy for a university our size that we can offer more than 70 majors and 40 minors here on campus. We have some super cool specialized programs for a university our size as well, one of which being our zoo and conservation science major, which is one of 5 offered in the whole entire country. We have partnerships with the Columbus Zoo and the San Diego Zoo in California that our students do internships with all the time. We also have a super competitive and a super strong musical theater BFA program here at Otterbein. Our largest academic department here is our nursing program, which boasts a very, very high NCLEX pass rating. And we also have a really cool equine science program. We have a very new but strong engineering and STEM programs that are coming up on campus, along with our business accounting and economics and our education departments as well. And in this red bar here, you can see our student to faculty ratio of 13 to 1 and our average class size of 18 to 20, which really allows our faculty here to invest in your personalized student experience on campus. So I'm sure an important part of everyone's college search is that location piece. It is where you're going to be spending the next, 4 or so years of your life. So we're super happy that we can offer this personalized experience, but also have all the amenities and the opportunities that a big city like Columbus has to offer. Believe it or not, Columbus is the 14th largest city in the United States, and there's so many things and ways to get involved downtown. The Ohio Theater is located downtown. I played soccer in my college experience, so I love professional sports, so I'm super happy that the Columbus Crew and the Columbus Blue Jackets are located downtown. There's so many different festival opportunities, whether that's ethnic festivals, pride festivals, to take advantage of, along with being a shopper's dream as well. And as fun and as cool as these things are that Columbus has to offer, I really think the best value added from our location to our students is those opportunities for internships that are located so close by. Otterbein is located in Westerville, Ohio, which is more of a suburban area, but having the opportunities of the suburbs of Columbus, along with the downtown area of Columbus, it really has endless opportunities for those experiential learning opportunities for our students. And speaking of Westerville, we love our city of Westerville that we're located in as well. Westerville is a very safe community, and because it's such a safe community, it makes for a very, very walkable community as well. These 2 pictures on the left and the picture in the center, the lower part, are all pictures of Uptown Westerville. which you could think of Uptown as like the city's downtown, but it's called Uptown Westerville. And Uptown is located just 1 block outside of campus. So it's really, really neat for our students who might not have a car on campus to have things that they can walk to and take advantage of and have things to do outside of class and activities. And then zooming in just a little bit more specifically to our Cardinal community on campus, this bulleted list in the center is just a couple different examples of student organizations that we have to offer, but we do offer over 60 different student organizations. And we really do encourage our first year students, especially, to try to get involved in 1, maybe 2 organizations. It's not only, great resume builders and things like that, but it's just a great way to build that support system and find that sense of community on campus, and a great way to make friends with similar interests right off the bat. Some other student demographic statistics for you all is that we do have a strong Greek life system on campus. About 25 to 30% of our students are involved in some Greek life organization. And we also offer NCAA Division III athletics. We have 22 different sports teams to be involved in, and about 25% of our student population is involved in those athletics. So I just wanted to touch on our application process briefly. Here at Otterbein, we do accept our applications through the Common App. Things that we require on this Common App is that minimum 250-word personal essay and an official copy of your high school transcripts being sent to us. We have taken an ACT, SAT test optional reading approach, and similar to DeSales, who presented before me, we have extended that test optional reading approach for the 2022-23 school year as well. And I know that letter of recs says optional at the bottom, which they are optional to include in your applications here, but I really would encourage all students to try to apply with 1 or maybe 2 letters of rec. I really can see how much value these letters of rec can add on your applications, and I really would encourage everyone to do so. Just some important dates and deadlines to make everyone aware of. For my rising juniors and seniors, these dates specifically won't all look the same, but if there's one thing that everyone could take away from this slide, it would just be that we do have a scholarship priority deadline. So Otterbein does accept its applications on a rolling admission, which means you can apply to Otterbein at any time at all. But one deadline that we do have is the scholarship priority deadline. So what that means is for all students, if you could apply before this deadline, that just means that you'll be fully qualified for our full array of scholarships that we have to offer. If you do apply after the deadline, there is still merit and or need-based aid, but just to be qualified and for us as admissions counselors to put you up for any little scholarship that we can, we ask our students to try to apply before that scholarship priority deadline. And I just wanted to touch on our tuition really quickly as well. We do believe that our students and families deserve clear and honest information about tuition because it is a big investment on your part. And we want to be upfront and honest about our tuition conversation. And I know there is plenty of sticker shock when looking at these smaller liberal arts institutions, but I'm here to tell you that you will not be paying that $43,000 amount. And I just want to touch really quickly on our ideal tuition transparency again, and the importance of that scholarship priority deadline and getting that application in before. And one quick slide I'd just like to end on, we use this statistic and how we're confident in our academic offerings that we have and our location piece and how they are paying off for our students. So 99.4% of our surveyed students were either employed or continue their education in grad school within 6 months of graduation. And just like everyone else, I will also put my contact information in the chat if anyone has any further questions for me. So thanks everyone for being on tonight.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex Seymour, and I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at UMass Amherst. And thank you for having me here to speak with you today. Although we're incredibly disappointed we cannot welcome you to our campus and meet you in person, we're thankful to have the opportunity to connect with you through Zoom. Now let's talk a little bit about UMass and what makes it special. We're located in Amherst, Massachusetts, the Pioneer Valley. We are 3 hours from New York, 2 hours from Boston, and 1 hour from Vermont and New Hampshire. Amherst is rated one of the top college towns in the country. Amherst and Northampton have over 50 restaurants and shops. There's a free bus system that takes you all over the valley and to the other schools in the 5-college consortium. Those other schools are Smith College, Mount Holyoke College, Amherst College, and Hampshire College. UMass has over 24,000 undergrads and 6,000 grad students. And a 15-mile radius, you have over 40,000 students within the 5 colleges. So you have 40,000 students between the ages of 18 and 27. So there's a ton of things you can do. Not only are we a top public university ranked in the top 30 in the country, we're a Carnegie I research institution. Only 7% of colleges and universities in the country have Carnegie I status. We also have the #1 dining commons in the country for the past 5 years. It's not #1 because of the great food, but because of the options and awareness to food allergies and dietary restrictions. And finally, what makes UMass really special is the options we provide for our students. We have over 100 degree programs in 10 schools and colleges. We also have over 300 student-run organizations you can choose from, and if you don't like any of those, you can create your own club. Now let's talk about application timeline. The Common App is the only way to apply to UMass Amherst. Hopefully that makes it easier for you. There are 2 timelines when you can apply: early action by November 5th and regular decision by January 15th. The process though should start now by 1, working on your essay, 2, finding out who you want to write your recommendations, and 3, making a list of all your extracurricular activities. We are keeping the same deadlines, but we also understand a lot could happen between now, November, and January. With that in mind, we'll be flexible on an individual case-by-case basis. As I said earlier, UMass has over 100 majors and 10 schools and colleges. Let me highlight a few. Our engineering program is ranked the best public engineering school in New England. HFA, Humanities and Fine Arts, is world-renowned, and the Department of Linguistics is ranked 3rd worldwide. CISC, our College of Information and Computer Science, is ranked among the top 25 programs nationally. ISOM, our Eisenberg School of Management, is ranked #1 best public business program in the Northeast. And our Stockbridge School of Agriculture is ranked 8th in the world for top agriculture universities and 3rd in the United States. Besides this info session, there are other events you can be a part of. I recommend the virtual tours with our tour guides, which give you more of a student perspective. And finally, stay in touch. Here are ways to connect through social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have questions for any admissions counselor, email our general account at mail@admissions.umass.edu. And if you have questions for a student, please email tours@umass.edu. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alex. Welcome, everyone. My name is Andrea. I'm with the University of California, Irvine Admissions Office. I've been with UCI for a couple of years now, but I've been throughout the UC system for the last about 15 years of my admissions career. I've had the fortune of visiting all the campuses that you see on the screen here. So I like to put that into the perspective of UCI is really part of the University of California system. The UC system is one of the top public research institutions in the world. And we are also really well regarded in terms of US News rankings. UCI specifically gets to be part of the top 10 public schools in the country. What is great about all these schools is that we prioritize research. We prioritize asking why and why things are important, why they matter. But about Irvine specifically, we just have amazing 280 days of sun a year, 75 and sunny year round, only about 10 minutes to Newport Beach, halfway between LA and San Diego. But we also are really fortunate to be in a big city ourselves. So the city of Irvine is a large city. We have a lot of opportunities there. We're only about an hour and a half or so from some decent skiing and boarding. So we have students that do that on the weekends. We have students that go hiking and biking. We're only about 20 minutes to Disneyland. So we have students that go there on the weekends too. So lots of great stuff to do in this beautiful outdoor weather. Our campus is unique in its layout as well. Our campus is only 55 years young. So that means they built our campus when our modern world existed. So there were cars and computers and all those kind of things. So we had great infrastructure when the campus was built, but it was built in a circle really to reinforce the idea that everything in our world is connected. So you'll find that it's easy to get around. People are pretty friendly because you're passing them all the time, walking through the park in the middle or walking around the circle. But you'll also find that it's easy to double major or major and minor in different things because things are related. We recognize that at UCI. We are a big school, but being that we have relatively few graduate students, and of those 6,500, about half are over in our medical school, which is off-site. We really rely on our undergraduate students to help us with the top-tier research that we do at UCI. So you have this beautiful park-like setting in the circular design. It only takes about 20 minutes to get from one side of that circle through the park over to the other side. So you really have this great place to engage, to learn, to think about and have critical questions about your field and what you want to study. So what you might want to study, here are all of our majors. I know it's probably pretty tiny on your screen, but just to say we have lots to choose from. Many of our students, especially those coming from across the country, come to UCI for our biology, pre-med, pre-health. We have 10 different majors in biology. We have a nursing school, a public health school, a new pharmacy school as well, an old pharmaceutical sciences program, but a new school built around it. So that's pretty exciting. We also have a lot in the computer science and engineering field. So 7 different computer science majors, 13 different engineering majors. These are all really well regarded. And I love that at UCI, we don't just give you the academics, we also incorporate hands-on learning all throughout your time. So in these engineering programs, you do hands-on engineering projects like drone building or wearable tech like a Fitbit starting your freshman year. Also really important at UCI is some of our majors outside of these areas. So research usually equals STEM, but some of the things outside of STEM that UCI does really well. We have a top 10 dance major in the country. We have a top 5 criminology program. We have one of only 3 undergraduate business schools in the whole UC system as well. So lots of non-STEM to choose from. While you're at UCI, we really expect you to not only engage in wonderful academics with smart folks, whether those are other students or faculty or staff, but also to build your resume. So many of our students find that they have time in their schedule because of the design of the programs to do undergraduate research. Graduate schools, medical schools love to see this. You have opportunities to study abroad. You have opportunities to go to our UCDC program for a semester and build networking internships out in the DC area if you want to go there after you graduate. So many of our programs will either have you do a senior project or do some sort of field work throughout your time that really helps you build that resume while you're in school. You can see a nice overview of the campus and the surrounding area in this picture. You can see how close the beach is. What it doesn't show, though, is 1/3 of all Fortune 500 companies have an office right in Irvine. So it's really close for those internships. You don't have to go all the way out to LA, and many of our students are able to get those internships and still graduate on time and then launch their careers into a great world after that. We are the only anteaters in the country. So this is a really fun mascot. We have a lot of school spirit around our anteater. The picture you see here is from the time when we claimed the Guinness World Record for the world's largest dodgeball game, which is pretty fun. We try to set a new Guinness World Record every year. We have so far done 4 of them, so it's pretty exciting. We're also a D1 school, so great athletics, but our school spirit isn't just about athletics. It follows athletics, but it also follows esports. It follows our 600 different clubs on our campus. It follows our club sports, like our ultimate frisbee team. Lots of ways to get involved, whether that's going through some of our clubs in our Anteater Recreation Center, or through a cultural club, or through our Greek life. We have so many ways to connect with other students that are passionate about the same things that you are. The UC system does have its own unique application system, so that is highlighted here. Fee waivers are right a part of it, but really important is that the deadline is November 30th. The UC system will not use SAT or ACT scores for our admissions review, selection, or scholarships. For fall 22 applicants, we also plan to keep this in place for the next few years. Stay tuned though if you're a fall 23 or 24 applicant. And finally, I just want to say, if you would like to connect with me after, you can go to that website. I will put it in the chat as well. This is the best way to sign up for campus presentations to learn more. Thanks so much for your time and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, UCI. With that said, that concludes the presentation portion of our session today. But now we are going to transition to the Q&A portion. So I would love if all of our amazing panelists could return. Feel free to turn your cameras back on, and I am going to pose a question to the group. You will respond to the question in the order in which you presented. The question is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, this is a great question, Jasmine. And I definitely would say the biggest part of, going through the college process is finding the right fit. You want to make sure you're pursuing, all your options, understanding what's out there, and really just doing that research before, starting to apply and sending transcripts and the whole 9 yards.
Yes, and kind of to piggyback off of that, I would say make sure that the decision that you make is an informed decision. And what do I mean by that? That means that you're invested in the place that you want to go. It's important to know that your friends and family support your decision, but most importantly, make sure it's something that you're doing for yourself, is what I like to tell every student. Because a lot of times you might go by the name of the school or your friends are going there, whatever the case may be. And it's fine to follow, your friends, but at this stage, it's really about following your ambitions and following the goals that you want to set for yourself. So it's very important to know that that investment is for yourself overall.
And I definitely want to echo that. Remember, you're making the decision for yourself. You're the one that has to spend the next 4 years there. You're the one that's going to be investing all this time and money into whatever university or college that you're attending. So make sure if you can visit, that's really, really important. I know some schools aren't allowing that right now, but if you can do the virtual visits or if you can just go, walk around campus, definitely make sure you do that. You want to make sure you're comfortable there because, again, a lot of your time is going to be spent there over the next several years. So that would probably be my biggest piece of advice for you.
Yeah, I echo everything what the other counselors said. Ask questions. Make sure you go to school, ask questions, get a feel for it, find out what people like about the school, what they don't like about the school, and make sure you're comfortable because you are going to be there for the next 4 years. So make sure that you not just like the campus itself, but also the surrounding area where the campus is.
Yeah, I would echo everything everyone said. Also ask us questions. We're your admissions counselors. We're here to help. We often have information that might not be the same that you find on a message board, but it's probably a little more accurate. So we're great resources for you. I would also encourage you while you're in high school, especially if you're looking at selective institutions, to get involved. Do stuff that you love to do. When you get involved, when you do stuff you love to do, you'll have an opportunity to then talk about it on the college applications. And we can tell when it's something you're invested in and that you love, that really comes across in your application. So do what you love now, talk about it on those apps, and that'll help you stand out in our applications as well.
Yeah, I 100% agree with everything that's been said already. And one other piece that Andrea was touching on as well is we are truly here to help you. Like, I can't personally imagine going through my college search experience in this crazy COVID-related times, but I just want everyone to know that us as admissions counselors are 100% here to help you, and we want to connect you. If you don't have the opportunity to come on campus to visit, to connect you with our faculty members or with organizations that you're interested in, because we really do want to make all this information as available to you as possible.
Nice. Thank you all for your responses. So I have one final question. The question is, give an interesting or fun fact about your school. So again, we'll start with Nova Southeastern.
Thank you, Jasmine. Yeah, one interesting fact that I always forget to mention is we're actually building a hospital on our main campus here in Fort Lauderdale, and it will be a teaching hospital. So not only are our doctoral graduates and just, upper level institutions going to be in there teaching, but we're going to be having our undergraduate students as incoming freshmen being shadowing these individuals. So that is projected to be finalized in fall 2021, this incoming class. It's definitely going to be in the works once our juniors and sophomores here today will be applying. So.
All right, and in terms of Williamson, it'll be kind of two parts. One part that I mentioned already, but this first part is new. So this year, fall of 2021, for the incoming class that's going to be coming forth, we are starting a 1-in-1 program, which means that we will have a electronic device for you. It will be either a laptop or a tablet. We have not decided on which yet. We're actually finalizing that this week. But you will be able to utilize that tablet or laptop during your 3 years here at Williamson. And upon your graduation, that tablet or laptop will be given to you at no cost. So that's our 1-in-1 program that we're starting this year. It's another way to enhance our student experience and give you a device that will help you through that time. The other part, which I talked about earlier in the presentation, is our Student Activity Center. We are breaking ground on that immediately following graduation this summer in June. So that will house, again, a number of athletic facilities, lobbies and lounges, and our future esports. So those are some of the fun and exciting things that are coming about at Williamson College of the Trades.
I guess one of my favorite fun facts about DeSales, it's not really going to sell us to you, but I enjoy telling it anyway. A few years ago, the ESPN video of the deer taking out the cross-country runner, that happened on our campus. So we used to actually be one of the safest campuses in the US until a deer went into one of our classroom windows one year. So after that, we got knocked down on that list a little bit. So we are an extremely safe campus. You just got to watch out for those deer every now and then.
Well, this past weekend, the UMass hockey team, Division I, just won its first national championship.
Something interesting I didn't cover. So we're the Anteaters, and we do a fun cheer at anything related to our school graduation, sporting events. We make a little guy like that, looks like a little anteater, and then we go zot, 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 and we cheer that at everything. And then we include the word zot or ant in like every facility on campus. So that entrepreneurship center instead of the entrepreneurship center, fun things like that, you know?
And one cool, unique fact I want to share about Otterbein is here at Otterbein, we very much prioritize our inclusivity of our students. And one way that we do that is that Otterbein is one of 24 schools in the country right now that has a TRHT center on campus. And what that stands for is a Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Center. So they have turned to virtually, but we hold these racial healing circles that happen about twice a month. And the cool thing about these circles is that they're very responsive of what's going on in the world right now. So not everyone is going to be the same. And it's just a great chance for our campus community to come together and respond, react, ask questions, talk about things that are going on in the world. So I think it's a really cool way that Otterbein kind of prioritizes that inclusivity and safe spaces on campus.
Nice. Thank you all for sharing such amazing information about your institutions. With that said, that concludes our college fair for today, but I do have a few closing announcements. So as you exit from this Zoom session, a survey will appear. It's approximately 4 questions or so, but please complete the survey. It is extremely helpful as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings in the future. Also want to remind you to sign up for additional sessions so you can visit that registration site, sign up for more. And finally, a recording will be made available within about a week or so. And you can access that recording by visiting sharpscan.com/Pennsylvania. Again, thank you to our amazing panelists for joining us, but also to all of our attendees. I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you so much.